Welcome to day 3 of the UXi Significance Tour for 2023. Of course, I'm Marshall van Aswegen and I'm joined today in the commentary box by a man who needs no introduction. On tour, he's the head skills coach of the Free State International Rugby Institute. Coach Stellenbosch Masemola, T-man.
How are you, Hershey? Good to be here, man.
I'm good, man. How's the trip been so far? How's the tour?
Now, you know what? It's been nice. You know, we would have loved to have won the first game that we played here against the home side, but definitely happy that we won the second game, and now looking forward to see what's going to happen here, because we do know that if Griquas can actually do us a favor and win by less than 5 points, then we can see ourselves in the final.
Yeah, definitely. Excited for that. But just before we get to those other results, you guys went out last night as well. Took a trip to the beach, some of the boys?
Yeah, we actually had a good time there in Strand. So we went out and the boys had a couple of Gatsby's, you know, showed the boys the beach and all of that stuff so that they can not confuse it for a dam next time that they come here. So for those who haven't seen it, now they definitely know what it looks like.
Yeah, well, the Cheetahs, absolutely fantastic stuff by them yesterday, coming in victorious over the Griquas. And today it's all about the Griquas and Western Province. Earlier today, we of course saw the Pumas run a riot up in Pretoria against Western Province A. I think, if I just remember the score correctly, it was 43 points to 7 there. So they've won their group, and now it's down to see if Griquas can do the Cheetahs a favor or if Province can do the job. But we'll be back with all the action in just a little bit. Day 3 of this UXi Canterbury Significance Tour for 2023, and it's the final game of the tour. Of course, this the Stellenbosch Cape Town leg of a said tour, and it's Western Province International Rugby Institute versus the Griquas Rugby Institute. With me, of course, like I said, Coach T. What a scorcher it's out here in Stellenbosch today.
Yeah, definitely the sun is out, and we're hoping for some bit of running rugby, if I should say so. Most people wouldn't know this, but with the sun out like this, it's actually a perfect day for a bit of rugby. The boys are here, so let the boys play.
Yeah, the previous 2 days we had tornado-like winds ripping through the field, so the boys didn't really like it that much, but today is an absolute scorcher. 34 degrees Celsius is the current temperature here in Stellenbosch. And there's a little bit of a breeze, but it's not really affecting the heat at all. It's an absolute scorcher. As we can see the Stellenbosch mountains in the back there, looking beautiful as ever. Yo, what a day for rugby.
Yeah, definitely. And like I mentioned, well, like you mentioned, actually, there's a bit of a breeze, but it's not the same breeze as what it was 2 days ago or even yesterday. So You'd like to see if maybe these teams could use a little bit of their wide men, spreading the ball around, see what they can do. We've yet to see a kicking game as well, if I should say that. There's always a thing of, in the first half, one team will use the wind and the other team will just try and keep the ball as much as they can. But actually here, we might just see a little bit more kicking, and with some of the players that are in the sides of the Griquas and some of the players that are here on the province side, they got some educated boots on them.
Yeah, speaking of teams, we can just go through those team sheets quickly and I'll have you run us through the Griquas Rugby Institute.
Yeah, definitely. In the Griquas Institute side, you see some big changes coming in there in the form of number 3, Big Lulundi Nopote. A whole 127 kgs of beef is that young man. He's going to be on there on the field, scrumming in at Tarted. We know what he can do. And then also one of their most influential players in jersey number 2, Sergio Martin. He's quite a strong young man. And then obviously Wilman Schroeder, he was a problem for the Cheetahs Institute yesterday, and he's going to be looking for another big game. And then when we go to the back line, you see there Aiden Filyoun. Now he's the man who's been called up to step up and actually work for Valentino Verkeil, who was unavailable for the first game, but he finds himself on the bench for this game. So Aiden will be definitely having one of the good games coming into today. And then another man who is also a very, very big problem for this Griquas side is Hensel van Rooy. He gave the Cheetahs a few things to think about, and then none other than Ethan Bester at fullback. So looking forward to what this Griquas Institute can do. And then we move on to the bench. They've brought in some heavy artillery in Mivuyo Tuai. It's no longer Marco Kutsia, but it will be Jean-Louis Theron and also Dylan Wachakowski and Dominic Malindi. Interesting fact is that Dominic Malindi and Dylan Wachakowski have known each other for all of 7 years, and they've played together, and this will be quite a game for them. And then the last man, Valentino Verkeil, he's back for the Griquas.
I just want to mention Ethan Bester. He actually converted 2 beautiful tries that were scored by the Griquas, but out in the corner with a tornado-like wind against him, and he kicked it over. So he converted both tries. So he's somebody that we definitely need to look out for. And we're going to take a look at Western Province now. A couple of guys that really stand out. Here's the captain, Jaden Sharp, today. He is one of those formidable hookers, somebody that can also play in the loose forward positions as well. So he's somebody to look out for. Bobele Tebini comes in for Ruben Verdus in the locks, and he's one of those standout leaders as well, calls the line out well. Very physical, very strong young man. And of course, Jared Brown, senior, 3rd year here at the academy. He has been playing his club rugby for Kales River. He's also been a part of their first team squad, so he's somebody to look out for. And then of course, in the number 12 jumper, Jason Taylor, the man who played for the Pumas Institute last season, also played for the Pumas in their under-21 Currie Cup campaign this year, so he's somebody that we need to look out for. And then they've got a dangerous back 3 do Province with Butcha Gora, Luyanda Langa and Jaden True possessing a lot of pace. So things are going to happen here. On the bench, man that you saw in the Griquas shirt yesterday, Kieran Valentine. He comes on the bench for his home institute, Western Province. He was on loan at the Griquas yesterday, so he's somebody that we need to look out for. He played for the Boland under-21 side in their entire Currie Cup campaign. And then they've got Misle Kaba, who's a Western Province Sevens player as well. Western Province Rugby Union Sevens player. Brandon Botha has been playing his club rugby at first team level for Villagers. So there's a lot to look forward to. And these boys are going to go out and entertain us the entire 70 minutes because we only have 35-minute halves.
Yeah, that 10 minutes will definitely be missed, that final 10 minutes. But looking forward really to what these sides can bring out here for us. As you mentioned, some couple of big names. When I think about Jared Taylor and what he can do from last year and coming into a very strong province side. So looking forward to what those young men can do, and also some of the players that are on loan at the Griquas to see what they can do. And this Griquas side really working well and working to the liking of Mr. Brendel Brunt on their side, who says that they got a little bit of grunt in them. They got that dog in them, if you should say that. They really look forward to grafting out games, working well and trying to see if they can get a result. You know, they are the institute that have come under a lot of pressure, and they are back. Did not take part in last year's cross-border. Well, not the cross-border in Showdown, but they are back now, and they're looking to put a statement out here today.
Yeah, we see Western Provinces getting on their jerseys. I was walking out a shot. There is our program manager, or HOI, Head of Institute, Monty Dumont. We would also like to welcome back our UXi Sports Sables. The men travelled to Dubai under the tutelage of our head skills coach here, the Western Province Rugby Academy, Warren Peterson, and of course Jacqueline Martinez, our head of SNC. And the boys did really well over there as well, just losing out in the quarterfinals, and that was also a team that really got put together within 3 weeks of having to fly out to Dubai. So a team that also included a couple of guys from the various institutes as well. So fantastic job.
Yeah, kudos to them. You know, like you mentioned, that a team that was really put out before they had to fly down there, and then obviously playing in different conditions to the ones that they're used to here back home. So for them to go out and only lose at the quarterfinals, really proud of them.
Yeah, we just want to get back to the significant score though, and there was an absolute massacre this morning in Pretoria. That score should actually be swapped around. 43 points to 7. The Pumas wiped the floor with Western Province International Rugby Institute over there, or as we would like to call them, WPRA 2. Yep. And now we've got WPRA 1 up against the Griquas. It's a hot day in Stellenbosch. And as coach, our head skills coach here, Coach Warren Peterson, stares at me from the window. We just welcomed you back, sir. You and your squad doing fantastically well there. We're going to go for a little bit of an ad break, and when we come back, it's WPRA and the Griquas on this day 3 of the UXi Canterbury Significant Store for 2023. We'll be back in a bit. Welcome back to the Clittersville Rugby Stadium. It's day 3 of the UXi Significant Store. If you just joined us, don't forget, to hit that like, share and subscribe button right here on Club Rugby Live, and share this match with your entire world. Also, you shouldn't forget to check us out on social media. That's at Club Rugby Live on all formats. And of course, it's time for intake. So if you want to be a part of the setup, be a part of what we do here at UXi Sport, all you got to do is go to www.uxisport.co.za, and of course, you can find us on all our social media platforms. That's at uxi.sport. But enough formalities, T. It's time to get down to the action.
Yeah, definitely it's time for the action. And just looking at how these young men are running onto the field, you can see that they're definitely up for it. Really, really looking forward to these players. And as we can see there, Mr. Francois Philander, he's getting ready to set us alight in this encounter today between the Griquas Institute and, of course, the Western Province side.
Yeah. It's a beautiful day out in Stellenbosch. Spectacular scenes there. Western Province on your screen. We'll be playing from left to right. Just want to make sure about the jersey numbers. I just want to apologize in advance. We're pretty sure we got everything under control, and sometimes the guys do swap jerseys, so just bear with us. If we say somebody's name wrong, we apologize for it.
Yeah,
But it's Ethan Bester. He's going to kick us off. Quite a deep one. Letting it bounce down Stanfield. Onto Brown, and there's that man you were speaking about, Taylor. Strong in a contact situation. The referee spotted a little knock on. First error of the match inside their own 22. Griquas was forcing it on Province here.
Yeah, definitely. We can see the first error there coming in from a trusted man in the form of Jared Taylor. But from Jason Taylor. And we can see that this Province side was actually looking to see if they could maybe play this ball out. So it's going to be interesting with the scrum coming up. And we have that young man there, Lulundi Nopote. He's going to be very, very dangerous for the scrum.
Yeah, out. Classic 8-9 there. There goes Villion. Good tackle on him. Jaded through. It looks dangerous, yeah. Griquas was piling on the pressure. Bester now, swings it out. Bjorn Warris. A lot of pressure here on Griquas in terms of defense, but they holding their nerve, keeping the ball. Referee says penalty. It's McNeil, Hendricks. It's been penalised. And at the side of the ruck, and first penalty to Province, but good work by Ronald Stanfield on the ground there.
Yeah, definitely great work coming in from this Province side on the ground. Quite quick. And that is a great exit there coming in from Taylor. And now I have another line out. And not sure Hershey, but there is a bit of a wind and it's starting to pick up once again. We spoke about how the breeze was just calm, but now it's definitely starting to pick up a little bit.
Yeah, the old commentator's curse, they call it. They spoke about having no wind at all here in Stellenbosch, and all of a sudden there's a big gust. It is Province who come away with it. Jordan Curtis cleans it up at the back, so not good from him in blue. Ashton Plykes goes out wide. There's a lot of space on the outside. Luyanda Langa is on the attack. He's a big, strong, powerful runner. A lot of speed as well. Jared Brown goes digging, but finds Plykes into Tibini. Big, strong carry. Good clean out from Bester as well. It looked offside, but referee says he can play on. Stanfield now. It looks. No, it's still come out Province's way. Woodendal has to juggle, but he manages to get hold of the ball. And Brown has to go digging for it. The referee's playing advantage to Province. And Curtis gets hit bad in the tackle by McNeil Hendricks. Good work. The Griquas number 8. The referee just calling them back. It's not on the mark. And the Griquas second penalty in a row now. Got to keep the discipline here at the breakdown.
Yeah, no. the Griquas need to make sure that they do keep their discipline, but the carries that are coming in from the side of Province, my goodness me, they're getting so much go forward momentum, and this is normally what happens, Hershey, in terms of rugby game, is that the more advantage you start getting and the more gain line you start gaining in the game, the more penalties that are going to start to come up, and that's when you start getting players getting quite irritated and sticking their hands into the breakdowns that they shouldn't. So great work coming in from Province just to keep their shape and just to keep going forward, and now they've somehow managed to creep their way in through penalties, and now they have a line out, and I believe it is inside the 22 of this Griquas side.
Yeah, Jaden Sharp couldn't find his jumper then. Let's see if he does now. Nope, not again. Goes haywire for Province. So from a good attacking position, they are now left to try and defend from here. Griquas will probably try and exit with Aiden Fullion, with Province trying to counter. Can really see, it looks like, yeah, McNeil Hendricks is on the floor there. Griquas now. Can they exit? Yeah, they do. Not out though, with Blaikies. That's an absolute shocker.
Yeah, that's a very, very, very big error there. But kudos to the Griquas. They were in their 22, and then they noticed that they still had a couple of props. You can see the game management from their side, just to let their big man get onto the ground, and then after that look for the exit, and then it just worked out for them there. Knock on, and now they have a scrum in their favour.
Yeah, just reward for the Griquas as well. Scrum off. Granwell Peters has got the ball in hand. He can feed the scrum. Griquas look dangerous on day 2 against the Cheetahs as well at certain points in the game, certain areas of the field. They would look to want to try and continue on that trend today as well. Of course, these boys, they put their bodies through the most. We really appreciate that from the men, but stolen and turned over by Province. Jared Brown being held on to the ball there, I think it was, but still with the men in blue. James Bester, big and strong in the contact situations. He under Lamini now. He picks it up and drives forward. Jordan Curtis getting ready. Gaining ground all the time, but unfortunately for Bele Tibini, big number 4 lock, just went off his feet at the breakdown. Couldn't support his own body weight there, and the Griquas come away with it.
Yeah, Griquas got lucky there, and it's quite an interesting technique that has been used by this Province side, whereby they just decided that, is this ball going to go out? No, it doesn't. But it's not regathered. And now Taylor with the ball in hand. Look at the run, and he unfortunately just manages to step outside. And my goodness me, that was close. A get out of jail card, one would mention.
Yeah, we saw something similar on Monday from Province, trying it against the Cheetahs as well, and that nearly cost him, and luckily they came away, they got away with it this time, did Province. Unlucky though. It was a good passage of play. Griquas, Sergio Martin couldn't find his jumper, but eventually the ball does come out. It's a kick ahead. Here comes Butcha Gora. He loves the contact situation. He loves running into people, the winger. All the forwards piled up here for Province. Captain Jaden Sharp. Advantage to Province, and Bester just loses it forward, but the referee's going to come back. It was a high shot. That was the number 3 there, Lindy Noporte. 125 kilos.
127.
127 kilos. It's big man, big unit.
Yeah, definitely. Pretty sure that young man cleans out the fridge. But I do have to say, this is what has been concerning, especially in the showdown so far, is that most of these teams haven't been really going for poles. They haven't been seeing the need to go for the 3 points, which is sometimes what could be the difference, because you go for poles and then you score a try. Instead of needing 7 points for the teams to be leveled, the other team still needs to get 1 more point. But, you know, I guess it's what they say, let the boys play.
Let the boys play, but I get your point. It's kind of like finals rugby, you know, you've got to win matches, and putting pressure on another team via the scoreboard could also really help your side get and gain an advantage. The maul for Province, not good one, but once again Ashton Plaatjes, absolutely shocking stuff of a young man there. Butterfingers we call it. Ball, oh wow, really have no words, eh? Should have been an easy catch there, and he just dropped it.
Yeah, no, I think what happened there was that he saw the mismatch in front of him, and before he even caught the ball, he had already seen the newspapers. He already saw his name in the stars.
I got white line fever way before the white line.
Yeah, definitely. But I just need to mention Mr. Brendel Brandt. He's absolutely losing it on the side of the touchline, because his players seems like they're not sticking to the plan where they don't want to play in their own 22. I think they should be going out, and I think that's why maybe he might just be throwing the kitchen sink at his players. So they're going to need to follow his instructions. Definitely thought about this game a lot, Mr. Brendel Brandt, but they have another opportunity here to just clear their lines from the scrum. To be honest, the scrums has been a tight battle so far. No team really dominating, so it's been a great battle.
Oh, it looks that scrum didn't look good from the Province side. We played advantage, but it should be advantage over, I would say. Now he's going to bring it back for the penalty. And that's against Siander Dlamini. Just not in straight, just losing his bind, says the referee. Griquas with another get out of jail free card, yeah?
Definitely, it seems like this Province side, they're doing well to put this Griquas team under pressure, but then the moment when they're supposed to execute, they just let them go a lot easier than what they should. But you can also see the dominance that's coming in from, that is starting to creep in from the Griquas boys, and maybe you could say that the Griquas boys, having played a game yesterday and now playing another game, they might just be feeding off momentum, narrowly losing out to the Cheetahs. So maybe this could be something for them.
And just take us quickly through the set piece, the importance of the set piece in the game of rugby.
Yeah, no, definitely, Hershey. The set piece is very important because it's a battle of 8. So if you know that you're 8, it's sort of like a younger brother, big brother type of feel to it. So the forwards will always consider themselves as the engine and the older brother. So if they can get go forward momentum, then the backs start feeling a lot of confidence, and they can start already taking us through everything. They always say that the forwards do all the hard yards, and then the backs with the gel, they go on and score, look pretty and score on the try line.
Yeah, didn't work for the men from Kimberley once again. The ball has gone out. I think it was out prior to throwing the ball back in. It should be a Province ball. Yeah, that's correct. Just once again, lineouts going haywire.
Both sides will be disappointed in their lineout so far. Hopefully this one can be fixed.
Referee not too happy with spacing. Just asking the Griquas just to close it up a little bit, come closer. That's a better one. And now Brown can feed Plaatjes. It's miscommunication once again there from the fly off and his forwards. But going up now with Woodendale. And still available, I think, for Province. And Brown just waiting for it. Stanfield now gives it out to True. Man of the match in the first game against the Cheetahs, scored that last minute try. And here come Province. James Bester, the boy carrier the ball. That's a kick forward, but wasn't into the space, and now the Griquas can come back. Jason Taylor lets it bounce. Here could be trouble for Province. Province, their defense in 6s and 7s.
Wow. My goodness me, I have to mention, well, Taylor, in the first 12 minutes of this game is really not having the best of games. He had an early knock-on, and then now just almost costing his team a try there. I think he should be lucky to his winger there for bailing him out, but definitely this is not where, and controversial decision here. Seems like the line-out has gone to the side of Province, whereas it should have been.
I think we need to take a look at the assistant referee. Yeah, we need to have a chat with him, because that surely should have been Griquas' ball. T.
Yeah, definitely it should have been, but looks like we will play on, and it is a penalty to the side of the Griquas.
Justice.
Justice
served. Yeah, sometimes the referees and the assistants just really they can only see and blow up what they see in front of them according to the laws. But wow, good double hit. It looked a little forward, but no, it's play on, says the referee. And now man's being held up. He's being held up. Good work by Province. Wow, that's good defense, I would say. Yeah, that's good work by Province. And it's a get out of jail free card for them.
Well, it looks like both these teams have a lot of get out of jail cards to send out. But we need to mention what great pressure coming in from the Griquas boys. I think they didn't manage that advantage that they have. You know, maybe should have just tried keeping into the structure, and they did have some space out wide there, so they could have gone. But obviously with the try line just begging for mercy, I think the young man really thought he could have a chance to go and score there. But the Griquas do still have a scrum opportunity here with the Province, with it being a Province ball, but we've seen that there's been a little bit of dominance coming in from the Griquas side. So maybe, just maybe, they could find themselves with another opportunity.
Yeah, there's been a substitution early on. James Bester looked like he got a knock to the head earlier, so they've taken him off precautionary, and he's been replaced by Lulama Magusha. So that's one of those unfortunate early changes for the men from Province, because they're under immense pressure now, and they were the ones setting the pace of the game. And now all of a sudden there's been a change of the guard, and the Griquas are finding some momentum. The Province with a get out of jail free card, yeah. If they can get the ball out, if they can exit, and it is some trouble. They're finding some trouble, but it should be available to Jared Brown. Ashton Plyke seems to be in the pocket. Kicking to the wrong side is the fly off, and the Griquas, they let it bounce. It's Enzel van Rooyen, now Aiden Viljoen going the wrong side again. Not spotting the space. Is knocked backwards, says the referee, so it is still with the Griquas. I think if the Griquas just need to look up and not make the contact, they could see the space. Bester now goes out. Oh, yes, Schroeder passes it on. The Griquas score the first points of the game. It's 5-0.
My goodness me, great play coming in from the Griquas. Schroeder cutting through that line like a hot knife through bar. That's what they would say. Great work coming in from the Griquas. My goodness me. Well, there's been a lot of pressure in this game, and it's been coming. We've been mentioning how both these sides have been giving each other a get out of jail card. And now all of a sudden, the Griquas, who came in here as the underdogs for this game, oh my goodness me, they've used their opportunity, and now they're in a couple of plays where they shouldn't have taken the contact, space open out wide, that conversion has gone through. My goodness me, what a game we have on our hands. Griquas take a bar with that try.
Yeah, absolutely fantastic, and once again, two guilty parties there in the middle of the field was Ashton Plyke and Jason Taylor.
Yep.
They couldn't make the tackle. Ashton Plyke is now fly off for Province. He's been changed around. There's been a substitution, so Fani Andrews will don the number 10 jersey. And hopefully, Province just perhaps needs a little bit of calmness here, trying to get in their stride, but for Griquas. They need to continue to pile on the pressure.
Yeah, I think Hershey, sometimes this happened, and you would have seen it, especially yesterday with the Griquas playing against CIE, is that what happened there was that because the Cheetahs Institute knew that this was a game that they had to win, they started putting themselves under tremendous pressure, even in situations where it just needed a calm head.
Yeah, and away he comes once again. Schroeder is eventually brought down. Out it comes now. It's a clearance kick, but that's not out. Here comes Lulama Magusha with a chip ahead. And that's out on the full. So they're going to come back. It wasn't too far, but still Province putting themselves under a bit of pressure here.
Yeah, definitely putting themselves under a lot of pressure. I think when you're playing against the team,
the Griquas still on the attack. Just waiting to see what's going on there. Big clean out by Tabini, but it's still available. Peters, who swings it out wide. Oh, McNeil Hendricks. Taylor with a big hit on him. Oh, a couple of big hits coming in here. Once again. Oh, unfortunately, coming back for a penalty, so the referee was playing advantage. Referee Francois Philander for a high tackle. We're going to go all the way back for that penalty. Province have to stay disciplined here, and Griquas have to just continue to pile on the pressure.
My goodness me. I have to mention this far side here. The space on the far side is just begging for attention from this Griquas side, but it seems like they have no interest in taking it up. And the game in which that they are playing at the moment against this Province side is that they're choosing to go man for man. So they're going route one, and you know, knowing what these Province boys go through in terms of preseason and all of that, you would assume that their bodies will last longer, and having had a day off as well. So this Griquas side also needs to manage this game properly. They don't want to not utilize the space and end up being fatigued and not being able to get through the finish line. But they need this lineup to work now.
Sergio Martin looked skew to me, but Jaden Sharp goes over the halfway line, and Province now on the ascendancy. Jordan Curtis with a carry. Takes 2 men to bring him down. Fanny Andrews now spots the space. That's the sort of kicks we're talking about. Butcher Gora gathers, passes it wildly to Ronald Stanfield, who has to clean up. But he eventually is brought down. It's still available to him. Jared Brown now attacking the blind side. Lama Magusha with a wild pass out. Fanny Andrews stepping 1 and 2 is eventually brought down by Armand Greef, and it's loose. So Jaden True has to clean up. Steps 1, steps 2. It's a good, Tyson Taylor knocking on. He just seems out of his depth here a little bit. He doesn't seem to be himself.
Yeah, definitely.
Unfortunately knocks it on.
Yeah, definitely. That's his second one, and with a couple of mistakes as well in this first half. But look at that. This Province side looking as if they're making quite a host of changes, 4 to be exact. And some big changes that are coming up for this Province side. All in the front row. I think they can feel the pressure that is coming on towards them. But the organization of the defense in terms of the Griquas and how well they are just working with their defensive line and how they can scramble D. You can see that the influential Valentino Verkeil is on the field as well. So he's just marshalling his troops. He's directing them where to go. So the young man is definitely proving to be an asset as he's back for his side.
Yeah, Province bringing on the bomb squad, they're calling it. Jade Hope, Kieran Valentine, and Joshua Fritz. Of course, 2 of those men played for the respective unions throughout this year. Kieran Valentine has played at the Boland under-21s, and of course Josh Fritz was a part of the Western Province under-19 campaign this year. Made his debut against the Bulls up in Pretoria. So it's going to be interesting to see how the scrum goes now. It looks like Province have a little bit of the ascendancy. It's still away. Oh, Van Rooy, it's a bad kick. So they've got to clean it up. Wayne Wilson grabs the ball. It's a quick thinking by Province. Away goes Ronald Stanfield. Bumps one. And Province now, they want quick ball over here. Think that's the wrong option. Or is it? Jason Taylor. He's over. For the first 5 point of a Province. Jason Taylor. Man who's been out of the game for this entire half. Wow, thought it was the wrong decision there to go blind, but he carried himself well, and over he goes for the first 5 point.
Definitely Taylor there going in for the try. He's been under a bit of pressure in this game so far, but he's proving that he is a good player. All he needs is just one opportunity, and he's gone through and he scored. Definitely great work coming in there from Taylor. I don't know, Hershey, if you have ever heard that song that says, I might only need one chance and I can make an explosion. And that's definitely what Taylor has done there. But great work and great thinking as well from the players of Province just to take that quick line out, because the line outs for both sides have really not been working. So that quick line out option, both go, score the try.
Yeah, brilliant work from Province, as it was with the Griquas earlier when they scored. And here comes Andrews. That looks like a good strike, but that's just gone left. So Griquas still lead by 2 points, 7 points to 5. It seemed like the bomb squad that came on is doing some work here for Province. We could see that previous scrum looked a lot better from the Province side. So putting a bit more pressure on Griquas.
Definitely did. And just another factor, I don't know if maybe they had seen this, but from what CIE was doing in the beginning of the game, or in every game that they've played, is that they've always gone for that front ball where they just pass to the prop and he plays the ball and you carry on playing. So maybe that could be an option for these teams. But as we can see there, jersey number 16, Mivuyo Tawai, he's come onto the field for the Griquas. He's also a young man who is on loan to this Griquas side, and it will be very, very important to see what he can do.
That's a big hanging kick. And Kwasi Kamalo, he was on the field for Jason Taylor. Unfortunately, he knocks it on. And all the good work by Province from the kickoff. They dropped the ball instantly, and now Griquas have an opportunity to attack from a beautiful position just outside of 22.
Now we've seen how important kickoffs can be. They can either win you or lose you a game. Example, Exhibit A could be CIE against this Province side who, from 2 kickoffs, managed to come back twice and win the game. So let's see what the scrum can do for the Griquas.
Oh, it's falling apart there, but it is available though. Ethan Bester comes out, he steps one, but he's brought down, and Lama Makusha all over the ball. But the referee says couldn't release it. Captain Pina through now. No, he goes in. Referee says no. Somebody's in trouble. Somebody is gonna be in trouble here. Kwasi Kamalo just came on for Taylor, and over they go. The Griquas, they've scored. It looks like the captain. Yeah, it is him. Big number 7, Ruben Pina, has come away with it. Wow, quick thinking by the captain, taking the quick tap, and over he goes.
Yeah, looks like both tries that we've seen in the last 5 minutes have just come through because of quick thinking, and there's great work from the captain Pina there. Just spotting the space. He was the young man that went through and then tried to get the try and couldn't get it. And then after that, the quick tap, and Pina went in for the try. And as we can see now, waiting for the conversion, this young man, I do believe it is Ethan Bester. And he slotted a very, very, very tough kick here yesterday against CIE where he slipped but still got it through.
That looks good as well. No.
Just unfortunate for the young man. But the scoreline now does read 12 points 12 points to 5, and we were screaming that they needed to go for points, and looks like it was a good decision on their side.
Yeah, decision making fantastic from the boys from Kimberley. They used to this heat as well. They used to train. They're used to training in this heat, and of course they used to playing in this heat as well. So this wouldn't affect them as much. But like you said, the fact that they actually played a game yesterday, Province was supposed to look a little bit fresher, but Griquas on top.
Yep, definitely Griquas on top. But we go back once again. Dominic Malindi, big young man.
Oh, just wanted to see who that was. Big tackle on by Mikhail Wilson, actually. Big tackle by the young man on his opposite number. And out it comes now, Asanda Ndlovu. That's the wrong decision, I would think. Taking on 3 men. There was a lot of space on the outside for Buchagora. And unfortunately, the ball knocked on. So Province couldn't take advantage, and the ref couldn't play the advantage either. So we're going to come back for a scrum. Province now with a good attacking position. You see one of the Griquas players, I think it's McNeil Hendricks. He's up on his feet again. But Province have got to take a hold of this opportunity.
Definitely, they need to take advantage of where they are on the field, but it also needs calm heads. Seems to me as if this Province side is rushing everything, and even on defense, not really looking at where they're running at. Everyone's just marking someone, but not really focusing on where the ball is at. If Mivuyo Twai had gotten that pass away, look at that, scrumming in, it is a penalty. Another get out of jail card, get out of jail free card, and a little bit of chirping has cost them a few meters.
Yeah, Jade helped the guilty party there, scrumming in, according to the referee. So you got penalised, and now boys chirping. They've just conceded an extra 10 meters. And Ethan Bester is going to put it in deep inside the territory of Province. We're going to set up another of those lines, and hopefully now, T, they're going to try a variation of the line.
Hopefully, and the hooker that is coming on to throw the ball is Mivuyo Twai. Now, he is a good hooker, but no, he will not be the one that's...
Sergio Martin's back on the field.
Sergio Martin, he's back onto the field. It looks like Mivuyo Twai is joining in there with Wilman Schroeder on first receiver. So maybe something is planned for us here. No one went up.
No one went up.
Advantage.
Not contestable, but Kieran Valentine came away with the ball. The referee, I don't think he was in a good position to make that call, but saying that Kieran Valentine was not up on his feet, and it does look like they're gonna run up the scoreboard here. They're gonna try and finally kick for goal, because they are in a kickable position. So Ethan Bester is gonna have an opportunity to add 3 points to the score. Griquas ideally don't want to be within 7 of this Province side.
No, definitely they don't want to. They want this Province side to work for everything that they've got. So if Province can manage to go score another try, they still need to think that it's not over yet. But the most important thing for this Griquas side is to go into halftime without Province having scored another point. Ethan Bester will feel as if he's got the world on his shoulders.
That's also dragged out.
Oh, unfortunately, it's dragged out, but that ball's not out. They need to be careful. They need to be careful, yeah. It's great work coming in from them. Valentino now.
Here it comes. Valentino, Tino, de Vercure.
Yeah. Oh! Oh!
Slips one, slips two. Jared Brown has to clean up. But wow, what strength from Valentino Vercure. That looks high. The referee letting it go. Kieran Valentine, his Province look. I think we're going to exit from here. Fani Andrews puts her on the boot. Is he going to find touch? Yes, he does this time. But wow. Fantastic stuff by Valentino Vercoil. Just ran over Buchagora there.
Yeah.
Province is going to want to have a chat about the defense. been poor this half, and yeah, they've had a few get out of jail free cards here this afternoon.
Yeah, definitely, it has been poor, and I think, as I was saying, I think the Province players might have not expected this. I think they expected just an easy breeze-through game, but so far this Griquas side proving to be quite tough to contest with. And has that been in skew? Yes, it has. Enrico Fenter now, who's coming to the scrum-off role. Look at that, Jean-Louis Tron giving the ball to Dominic Malindi, and here come the Griquas now. As you can see, Enrico Fenter just dishing that ball out like wildfire. Lelundi Nopote, 127 kgs of beef. He's gone in there. Has that ball been turned over? No, it hasn't. The passing from Fenter hasn't been all that great, so he's going to need to take care of that. But as we can see, Fenter once again with Province looking to be a nuisance on the breakdown. But here goes this Griquas side. Verkeil once again. Has he been tackled? Gets up with the ball. Great appreciation of the law book, but this Province side proving to be a nuisance on the ball. They've somehow managed to keep the ball here, Hershey. But they keep going. 5 seconds left. Will they go? Will they kick this ball out? No, they don't. But what a carry from Malindi. Here they go once again. Yeah,
it looked like he was holding on to the ball on the ground there. It's good refereeing by Mr. Philander. Griquas have come to play.
Yeah, they've
come to play. So it's going to be a long day for Province. They thought it was going to be easy. They need to think again. Fani Andrews. Province need to score. They would ideally want to put some points on the board before half-time, but once again, hopefully they'll try and fix their line-out now.
Yeah, definitely, especially when you think of the fact that the lineouts haven't been working out well for both sides. Kieran Valentine, a young man who's used to these conditions, so he should be having a technique as to how he wants to play this ball. So another opportunity. Can they finally utilize it?
The man who also started his UXi sports journey at the Griquas and then to the Cheetahs. So it's been lost forward. Province have it back, and Joshua Fritz goes blind. Joshua Fritz spots space and he scores. A tight head prop, running like a winger, spotting space at Griquas, and their defense in 6s and 7s on that blind. Nobody was there.
Yeah, definitely. No one there. Just absolutely no one was there.
That's
and
poor.
Like you mentioned, like a winger, there they go, back into this game. 10-12 is the score on the brink of halftime. My goodness me, they'll be definitely disappointed with this. Is this Griquas side. They had an opportunity, and it just shows how quickly things can change on a rugby field. One moment, really, just one moment, you find yourself on the opposition 22, and then after that, you find yourself behind the poles. They'll be very, very disappointed in this Griquas side. But Hershey, we still have another 25 minutes to go.
Yeah, 35 minutes to go. Fani Andrews, can he convert? That looks a better strike, but no, it's not going to be there. So it is the Griquas that's going to lead at halftime by 12 points to 10. Western Province have a man in the sin bin, Kwasi Kamalo, the replacement. He was sent to the bin. Of course, the team was on a general warning. The Griquas running into the change rooms. They want to get out of the heat, and it looks like Province are staying out on the field. The Province, the home side, they have got it all to do. Griquas have been on top of them since the first whistle. So, we'll be back with the second half a little bit later. Stay tuned. Welcome back to day 3 action here at the UXi Canterbury Significance Tour for 2023. It's half time, or it was half time, as we just see in your picture. Province still in their huddle as Griquas came out. They in the lead here currently at 12 points to 10. It looks like it's still a scorcher out there. Beautiful scenes. Referee Francois Philander and his assistants now. It's making their way to halfway. Of course, with me, head skills coach at CIE, Coach Stellenbosch Masimola. See, Province have it all to do in the second half.
Province definitely. I think the reason why they might have stood there for so long is because they've had a stern talking to from their coaches in terms of how to better manage this game from the Province side. I think they're rushing things a little bit too much, hence the mistakes that they are making, trying to maybe speed up the game way more than what they should. But some changes have come onto the side of this Griquas side as well. As we can see, the young man there, Banele Mabilensa, he's on the field now. They normally refer to him as the bands that make them dance. So looking forward to seeing what he can do there. But I mean, from this Griquas side, we can't just not say anything. We have to praise them. They've come here to play. And this Province side looking to kick us off. 35 minutes to go, Hershey. 35 minutes to go. This is what the Significance Tour is all about.
Yeah, it is. Just another change quickly. And that's Fernando Larry being replaced by the tallest man on the field, Dominic Malindi, as Fanny Andrews puts it into the corner. And it's that man you just spoke about. It was a good counter ruck, but it's still available for the Griquas. Out it comes now. Big man, Noporte. Carry strong, and the Griquas looking to exit here. On the left boot. That's not out. Jaden through, lets it bounce. Trusts his bounce. He steps inside, beats and evades a defender. Still available for Province though. You see Jared Brown feeding Kieran Valentine. Gain some ground. Fanny Andrews with a wide pass to Kwasi Kamalo. That's trouble. No, referee says it's fine. It's still with Province though. They still have the ball. Brown now. Andrews, Francois Warendal. He knocks it on. It's knocked on by Noporte as well. And the referee brings it back for a scrum.
Yeah, unlucky there, Noporte, with that knock on there. But Maxwell Road, that was almost, well, I shouldn't say that was almost. I think maybe our match official, Mr. Philander there, did not get a clear picture of that, but it looked like a no-arms tackle there.
Yeah.
And we know that could potentially injure a fellow player. And just lucky to have gotten away with it there, Mr. Road. And also the Province player lucky to have not been injured. But we see now another scrum coming in for this Griquas side. Can they get a strong shoulder on? It's a great shot from Province, but they managed to get the ball out.
Yeah, they get it out, but it's knocked on and it's passed inside. And Jared Brown can run in. Good work by Butsakora. He's going to run in under the sticks. Good work from Province. Piling on the pressure at scrum time. Gets a magnificent shove on. Absolutely fantastic with the front row. Valentine, Hope, and of course Fritz. Butsakora picks up the straps, pops it inside. So Jared Brown was under the sticks, and that's the first points of the second half, with Andrews with an easy kick to add the 2.
Yeah, definitely. Well, this is just a show to the Griquas side that if you do have players like Brown on your side, who is one of the most experienced players out there on the field, is that just like that, the tables can turn. And it's just a knock-on effect. When you sort of see it from here where we were, the Griquas tried to exit. They couldn't get that ball out. Lucky to have gotten a scrum, but couldn't really take advantage of that scrum. And then just like that, well, they find themselves trailing now by 5 points.
It could also come down to his education, because Jared Brown is a student at HFPA, and he's studying coaching science currently. So very vast portfolio of subjects there. And, support play as well. He's been helping the guys with decision making in terms of support play as well. So that could also have been a factor. He's continued his run and picked up the scraps and is over.
My goodness me, ladies and gentlemen, this is Herschel, the man who's got it down to a T.
Thanks, T.
Oh.
It's a knock on. Like was it Luyanda Langau picks up the scrap, but he, unfortunately, like you said, Province is rushing it a little bit, trying a little too hard, and he pops the ball in to the arms of Tibini, who wasn't ready for it, and once again, a little knock on, and it's going to be scrum down to the Griquas. Right on halfway, you would see. But this front row have been amazing since they've come on. The bomb squad, they call it.
Definitely,
Making a big difference.
This bomb squad has come on, and they have definitely made a huge impact. Nopote there and Jean-Louis, the replacements on the side of Griquas, they're finding it a little bit tough. But should watch for the early shove here. But this is another great scrum coming in from this Province side. But Griquas managed to get the ball out. They got some space out wide for Kale. He's seen it now. Here goes Maxwell Road. He's gone for the kick to the bands that make them dance. Will this be a massive hit? Yes, it is. But Province now seeing the space out wide. Will this be a brilliant kick? My goodness me.
Andrews.
What a beautiful kick from the side of Province. And my goodness me, it looked somewhat, it could have been a 50-22, but no, it isn't. But what a beautiful kick.
I think it should be. I think we forgot to speak to the referees prior to the match about the rules, because that should have been a 50-22. It should have been Province ball, but we love the officials. We want to also thank all of them who made it a fantastic tour thus far, even up north and of course here in Stellenbosch as well. So it looks like there's some trouble there for Province, yeah. Die mik te boog. Uitgemik. So we've done that.
Definitely.
It's going to be a free kick, and here comes Kieran Valentine looking for the space. Province now. Yeah, they come with their buckies play, as you can hear. They're calling it. James Bester is back on the field for Lulama Makusha as well, wearing the number 18 jersey. Still available for Province, Joshua Fritz. He now carries James Bester now, the next man in. Valentine pushes him over, and the buckies play for Province. They are like a shark smelling blood in water with this buckies play, with these big forwards taking the ball up, and Province adds another 5-pointer. And are we seeing taps opening up here?
Yeah.
Or what's happening?
I think the walls have broken down, and now they're starting to come straight through them. My goodness me, like you mentioned, it's called the buckies play, and we saw them try it in the first half. They tried it on the halfway line, trying to make it all the way there to the try line, but now using it in the 22, and my goodness me, it is working for them like a house on fire. Didn't stop at all. They tried a few carries, didn't work out, but they just kept going. And what support play from Kieran Valentine. My goodness me, great work from him. And you can see he is a provincial player, so you can see that experience just coming to fray here.
Fanny Andrews, no, he cuts that. Calls it to the left. Franco Oudendal is off the park as well. And it looks like Mishle Kaba, yeah, he's come on for Francois Oudendal. The Province on the ascendancy here. They've still got some guys in the tank. They lead by 10 points. They want to take full advantage of the fact that they've had some rest and try and get that second breath of fresh air. Try and dominate the second half. Griquas, they'll still be in the fight as usual. Lyndon Jacobs calls for a beautiful take. Spots a gap once again. Lyndon Jacobs, a little flanker. Still available for Brown now. Valentine, he takes it up. Good carry. Another big man. Here comes Andrews, a chipper here. It's a good decision. Ball's on the bounce. The Griquas can clean it up though. Time for them to have a run, and that Schroeder runs into a wall called J-Rope. Looks like Larry now swings it out wide. He's back on the field. Out wide it goes. Trouble here. There's a lot of space on the outside. But good work on defense by Jaden True. And on the ball, Joshua Fritz, the tight head prop, who's on the park for Jordan Curtis. It's taken quickly by Misle Kaba. And I'm not sure if that was 10. The referee says yes, it's fine. Valentine now picks it up once again. Carries strong. The big man. Still with Province though. It was Rip, but it's still with Province. And Brown swings at Afani. Andrews with another one of those kicks. It's into space, and Bester can return the favor.
Beautiful.
That's a beautiful kick by Ethan Bester. That was you could argue that was the wrong decision by Fani Andrews. There was a 4-man overlap out wide, and once again, just not taking note of what's happening in terms of spatial awareness. So Fani Andrews there would be kicking himself not for swinging the ball out wide. We just see two changes there. It's Kieran Valentine coming off the park and AJ Visa coming on. Chadwin Brown going on as well, and it looks like Butcher Gora going off the field. The Province bringing on another couple of big boys here.
Yeah, definitely. But I think we could have said there as well, there's potential for another 50-22 there. But these young men really starting to come to the party. But like you mentioned, spatial awareness. I think the Province player might have just gotten a bit excited there. And my goodness me, would you guess what just happened there?
Miscommunication.
Miscommunication leads to another knock-on. And this Griquas side have another opportunity, once again, to try and see if they can get points.
Yeah, Griquas not out of it, not by any chance here. There's a lot of time left in this game. 25 minutes to play.
I have to say, Hershey's, got to give a little bit of credit here to our production crew, really showing us the best visuals here. And, spectators getting all their money's worth here.
Yeah, definitely. Club Rugby Live, and of course through the Lens Productions doing the work. Of course, don't forget to hit that like, share and subscribe button right here on YouTube. And of course you can find Club Rugby Live and updates on Club Rugby, Amateur Rugby and the Academy Rugby as well. That's at Club Rugby Live on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, you name it, we've got it. And of course, it's intake season here at UXi Sport. So what you got to do is go to www.uxisport.co.za, and of course you can find us at uxi.sport, and that's on all the available social media platforms. Of course, we've got CIE, PRI, GRI, and Harlequins, as well as WPRA. Out it comes now. Griquas on the ascendancy. There's space on the outside. Pass a little bit too early. The Province doing well on defense. It's advantage, says the referee. It looks like it was offside. Yeah, offside advantage. So still available. The Griquas. That's a little knock on, but they're going to come back for the penalty. It was offside, and Griquas take it quickly though. And the referee say advantage now. Yeah, penalty. James Bester. James Bester just very ill-disciplined here.
Need to be careful, Province.
Yeah, it's the second time he's been penalised for chirping the referee as well, so one could understand. The young man, he's had a very tough year as well. He's a brilliant player, formidable player. Done really well throughout the tough times that he's experienced this year. He's just got to keep his discipline, yeah. Ball comes out wide once again. Pina He's hit hard in the tackle by Mislikaba. And out it comes now, Schroeder. Worry. Tackled back by Kwasi Kumalo. Something's gone wrong. The referee, and it's Bobele Tibini. He's got a little bit of a cramp. So the referee stopping, and it's probably going to be a scrum down to the Griquas. But he seems to be in a lot of pain, the young man. As we see Jared Brown being replaced by tour captain Brandon Botha, who's been on the bench. So another experienced campaigner coming onto the field for Province. As we now see some more changes coming on, and that's going to be Jordan Curtis. He's going to join the fray once again, as well as Lulama Magusha coming on for Lyndon Jacobs. Bobele Tibini being replaced by Jordan Curtis. Or actually, it's Jade Hope. And Sianda Dlamini is going to come onto the field for Joshua Fritz as well. Just want to remind everybody, we have been playing with some rolling subs over here. So Francois Oudendal will now be replacing Bobele Tibini. It's been a fantastic day of rugby so far. 50 minutes done in this game. There's 20 minutes left, and Griquas are on the attack. And this a beautiful position in the middle of the field.
Another scrum opportunity for this Griquas side. They have been coming under a little bit of pressure, but that's not a bad scrum. They just need to get that ball out. But that's a brilliant shove from this Province side, and look at how happy they are over there. Great work coming in from them. It's just that second shove that came straight through, and well, they sent them packing. And wow, 127 kgs of beef is making its way back onto the field in the form of Lulundi Nopote.
Yeah, and those are things we love to see. We love to see those little celebrations. We, within life skills, we always speak to the boys about celebrating the little things. And we've seen it earlier with the Griquas. We saw it yesterday with CIE when they absolutely demolished the Griquas squad as well. The way they celebrated was wild as well. And that's the little things that matters in this game of rugby. It's all a part of the game, and it's things you love to see, those little things and those little victories being celebrated.
Definitely. We've all seen from the current Rugby World Cup champions as well, the Springboks, they really love to celebrate, especially when it comes down to scrums or whenever they get a penalty opportunity and they have to go and maul again. It's just those little things. Like you mentioned, you need to celebrate the small things, because at the end of the day, they are the ones that end up making a chunk of the game. But that's a great line out there.
Yeah, Brandon Botha gets it out to James Bester. He knows one way, and that's dead straight. Ball looked like it was ripped in the tackle, but it's available for Botha. And it comes to the blind now. Jordan Curtis, strong ball carrier, but he's taken up by two men. Still holds on to the ball. Good work from the Province prop. Through the hands it goes. Luyanda Langa, he spots space. Here come Province. Throws a ball inside. It's fine, says the referee. Lulama Magusha. The referee eventually brings it back. And he says now the ball was knocked on, but Luyanda Langa now on the floor there. He's got a little bit of cramp, but good work from Province in the breakdown.
Definitely great work.
Saved themselves on that last breakdown there, Jordan Curtis. Solo runner, lone runner there. Managed to do well.
But the Griquas defense in a bit of 6s and 7s there, finding that tight head prop Lulundi Nopote finding himself being the last defender on the wing. So they just need to organize a bit better. But once again, you have to mention the scramble defense from the Griquas is really, really impressive. Well, some might argue, is it the scramble defense that is perfect, or is it the lack of execution from the Province side that will be the question?
Questions asked. Let's see if we can find some answers. Leander Langa being replaced by A.B. Klaassen. I think Jason Taylor took a little bit of a knock, that's why he's not back in the field. He's been off for quite a long time. Once again, power from the scrum. Jaden through now. He's going to let it bounce again. Steps one, steps two. Didn't make a good decision there, but Kwasi Kumalo does come away with it. AJ Visa secures the ball. Lulama Magusha now. He carries the big man. But it's thrown out wildly, and here come the Griquas. Good tackle by A.B. Klaassen. Brandon Botha's over that ball. He is the first arriving player. Good work by Jordan Curtis. There goes A.B. Klaassen. Cleaned out. Big hits coming in. Curtis now once again. He only knows one way. And that's a grass-guarded tackle on him. So the referee playing advantage. Brandon Botha. He needs to just look up. I think they need to look up here and see what's happening. Chadwin Brown takes up the ball. Botha now. Magusha. It's a good set. Still available for Botha. Fani Andrews stepping one, stepping two. Breaks the line. Andrews. He's going to look for support. Is he going to need it? He doesn't need it. Fani Andrews in the corner. Western Province. Wow. What a try, team.
Yo, what a brilliant try coming in from this Western Province side. My goodness me, the pace of the young man. Great work that's come in. And, well, Hershey, I think with 15 minutes left and the body language of these Griquas boys, I think it is safe to say that it might just be over.
But it all started with magnificent work from the replacement or the starting tight end prop, Jordan Curtis on the ground. First arriving player, grabs it, pops it out to A.B. Klaassen. He's in the gap, in the space, gets brought down, and eventually the ball comes out to Andrews. He breaks the line, and he goes all the way, and he scores in the corner. Wow! Take a bow. Western Province. Jaden True with a kick. Can he have the extras?
My goodness me.
No, that was just slipped when he kicked it. And that's the water break for the second half. We'll be back with all the action in just a little bit. You stay tuned. We'll be back. Wow. Welcome back. And there's only a couple of minutes left in this second half. This, of course, day 3 action live from Cape Town. The UXi Canterbury Significance Tour of 2023. We've just seen Western Province score an absolute beautiful try. Fly off Fani Andrews doing the business for his team. And we're going to get back. Ashton Plykes is just the starting fly off. Has just come back on the field. Lulama Magusha with a good take in the air. Once again, one of those low tackles by Schroeder. But it's available for Botha and Plykes. No, Botha decides to go for it himself. Butcha Kora now with a big chase coming here. And there goes the big number 8, McNeil Hendricks. He's quite fast. He's a nippy player. Brandon Botha, tall captain for Western Province. Gathers it, and Province can get the ball back. Franco Woodendal. Just see out of our shot there. Player just struggling to get up. Brandon Botha swings it out wide. AB Klaassen steps 1, steps 2. Gives it a Gora. This is beautiful work from Province. What's he going to do with it? Puts it on the toe. Shoulder to shoulder. Here comes Gora. Passes it inside. Magusha. Wow. Western Province. Immediately. Coach T has just left the building. Wow. Brilliant work. Brilliant work right from Western Province. And the Griquas have no answer to the men in blue. Absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, that's a brilliant try. Brilliant try, and a couple of mistakes coming in from the side of the Griquas boys. Coach T has left the building. Coach T's hopes of going into the finals have also left the chat. And it does look as if, well, the Province boys, they'll be the ones that will be heading into the final. But you know what? When they say play to the whistle, this is exactly what they mean. That's great work coming in from Province. And this is exactly what they would have wanted. Now they've just ran away with this game. They've got 12 minutes left and a lead of
34 points.
Yeah.
Wow, it's 22 point lead.
22 points. And they're absolutely running away with it now. And I think this is one of those times where the young kids would say, let the boys play, sir. Let the boys play.
Yeah, just a couple of changes on the Province side. Once again, Jaden True has gone off. Ronald Stanfield's replaced him. And then Jade Hope's gone back on for Jordan Curtis. He's done his work for the day. Absolutely fantastic stuff by the tight end prop. And Province now with 1 3/4 of their feet firmly in the final. And wow, what a turnaround it's been the second half. Kickoff now. Lalama Magusha carries, no real chase. Here's men on the outside. Chadwan Brown, he was in for all money. That ball, unfortunate.
Of death, all three sides really giving in, and who really
The assistant did well to stay on his feet though, didn't find the ground, so wasn't held in the tackle. He could have just continued his run out there. It's always nice to see, as we see Coach Hendrik Lowen, Head of Institute Coach Monty de Mont, just having a chat with the guy there. And absolutely fantastic scenes. So we just see James Bester, he's going to be replaced by Mikael Wilson for WPRA, but fantastic scenes.
Yeah, definitely looked as if maybe the linesman there wanted to get some property there at Mount Simon. And he just went gunning right there, but did well, like you mentioned, to stay on his feet. But another line out and another missed opportunity for the Griquas boys.
Yeah. Now AJ Visa and his lineouts just not working at this point. It's not the first time this week. He struggled against the IE as well. That looked nasty, but it's just a rugby collision, so everybody is fine. Everybody is moving around, and here come the big hits from Western Province. Misle Kaba with a big hit there. And here once again, Mikael Wilson, AJ Visser They doing the business as well. And Griquas, especially Vian Hendricks, we've seen very little of him throughout this game. We've seen a lot of Ruben Pina, but he thought, yes, trouble for Province. It's going to be a try for Griquas. There's still time left on the clock, 8 minutes left. But for the referee, an absolute scorcher here in Stellenbosch, where we've got
there's a try.
Yeah, it is a try. We've got Western Province still in the lead. It is a try, and Bester's going to try and obviously convert. As I was saying, it's a scorcher here in Stellenbosch, 36 degrees Celsius at this point in time. So the referee, his mic pack probably just got a little bit wet from all the sweat, so that's why we couldn't hear him. But the Griquas still have an opportunity to add some more points to the scoreboard. One would say this clash should be fairly done and dusted, but a lot of strange things have happened in this game of rugby, a game that we all love. As Bester adds the 2 points, it's 34 points to 19. There's six and a half minutes left on the clock. Can the Griquas still come back in this?
Well, you never know, but it is a difference. So my maths is not good, but I think it is a 15-point difference. So if the Griquas can get 2 quick tries here and make it a 1-pointer, then maybe we could be in for a thriller. But yeah, the chances of that happening with just 6 minutes left, well, we'll have to see what they can do from here.
Yeah, Griquas, they want to try and run out here. Jaden Sharp being absolutely fantastic. Misha Kaba going on the ground there. That looks like a good steal. Looks like a good steal, but it's not. Out it comes though. Griquas, they under pressure here on defense. Vian Hendricks. Advantage now to the Griquas, not rolling away against Franco Orendal. The Griquas swinging the ball out wide. They want to try and attack. The referee is going to bring play back against Franco Orendal for not rolling away. Province have to keep their discipline here.
Definitely, they're going to have to keep their discipline. But it looks like the Griquas want to run themselves. Oh my goodness me! 127 kgs of beef once again. Lulundi Noporte. Oh, there they go, the Griquas. Manele, the bands that make them dance. Oh, he's been made to sit down. And here they go. Province proving to be a nuisance in that breakdown. Will this be a try for the men from Province chasing that ball? Oh my goodness me! Taylor with the try!
Wow! Once again, pressure on the Griquas, and that's it. Jason Taylor, the man from the Nelspruit. He did it last year against CIE. He's done it again for them, against them, or for
Mr. Hershey.
I think he sanked him.
Against CIE, it was quite a thumping when he was playing for PRI, but he's done well, and kudos. Great work from this Province side.
Jason Taylor, man at inside centre, can play it fly off, can also kick it goal. The first time I saw him, I thought he was a lock.
I thought he was a flanker. A man is built. My goodness me, what do they feed him this side?
Yeah, his brother played at PRI as well, and what a kick! Wow. Jason Taylor adds the extras. Seemed like he went to go put his kicking boots on, yeah. But he had 7, and it's 41 points to 19. A massive contrast to what the score was yesterday between CIE and the Griquas. Very tight affair over there, as it was on day 1 for WPRA, and of course the Cheetahs. And now Province are running a riot in this match. 41 points to 19. There's 3 minutes left in this game. Surely we can pop the champagne. Province are playing in the final. Brandon Porter just directing traffic.
Griquas need to just stop the bleeding now.
Looks like a box kick. Yeah, it is.
Wow.
It looks like a massive kick by Brandon Botha. Hendricks. McNeil Hendricks. He's quick for a big number 8. The Griquas playing themselves into trouble. It's turned over by AJ Visser on the ground, and Province once again. Kieran Valentine back on the field as well as Pupele Tepini. He now carries, does Valentine. Botha goes digging, a little chop over the top. That's loose again by the Griquas, but the referee is going to come back. It's going to be put into the scrum by Province, and the referee, as well as the players, will be pleasantly surprised, though very surprised actually, that the wind has changed direction within the space of 2 minutes here. It's been, as you can see on the screen, it's blowing from right to left now. So instead of the southeaster, we're getting a total reverse of the conditions, and Province now have the wind behind their backs once again.
Oh my goodness me. Talk about home ground advantage. My goodness me. Wow. It is just working for them, isn't it?
It's written in the stars, they say.
It's written in the stars.
Botha now goes down. The referee not too happy with that set, so they're going to have to reset that one. It's 41 points to 19. Province finding their groove, finding their rhythm on the final day of this tour. And once again, it's intake season, so if you want to be a part of our institutions, all you got to do is go to uxisport.co.za and you can check us out. Click on intake, and we'll see you next year at either Harlequins in Pretoria, the Cheetahs in Bloemfontein, the Griquas in Kimberley, the Pumas in Mbombela, and of course right here in Stellenbosch, Western Province. Province now, they're walking with a scrum. That's a big shove, and out it comes Plaatjes. He's going to want to put Jason Taylor away, and he does. Taylor just bumps Pina off as if it's nothing. Was a little bit of an offside there. The Griquas are going to attack from inside their own half. Just outside there, 22, McNeil Hendricks. He carries. Province setting up on defense. Big Lulundi Nopote. 127 kilos of pure power. It's a kick ahead. But this is dangerous. Chadwin Brown is dangerous and lethal on the counter attack. He gives it to Ronald Stanfield. He's going to back himself and his pace and his power. Pops it inside. Aston Plaatjes. He's holding on to the ball. It's eventually brought down, but Province need to play it quickly. Lama Makusha, Jaden Sharp now. Carries well inside pass, Brendan Botha. Oh, the dive didn't work, but the try was scored. The tour captain, he does it, and surely that should be that. Scores the try, and the referee, oh, wait, there's no on. There could be something. We'll see if we can find him now.
Voor mij is het, ik sta met daar is geen voorpas. Ik sta niet.
The referee has awarded the try to Province. As you heard, the assistant referee thought it went forward. The referee was in line with the action. It looked flat to us up here in the commentary box, and the referee deciding that it's going to be a try. And Aston Plaatjes will have a kick and goal. He's going to try and find some confidence with his kicking. It's weird how Jason Taylor didn't take the kick as he was so successful earlier, but nonetheless Province scoring once again. And commiserations that is to the men from Kimberley.
It was a valiant effort from the young men from Kimberley, but just unfortunate. The power coming through from this Western Province side with the care, not successful.
Wow, what a score. 46 points to 19, Coach T, that's it. We still have a couple of formalities to complete. But Province, they were behind in this game, 12 points to 10. They were trailing at halftime, and they've come back and they've absolutely hammered the Griquas. 46 points to 19. We'll be back a little bit later with a post-match presentation. Province!
Well, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, and what a game we had here between the Griquas Institute and, of course, WPRA1. And it was a contest, 46 points to 19 in favor of the home side. And we have the losing captain here, Mr. Pino. If you mind joining us here. Great game, sir. Thank you very much. Please take us through, how was the experience? And, of course, how was the game down here in the windy Stellenbosch?
On the game, there's no really comment, but I think our players played good, and the wind here in Stellenbosch, it's something else than we are used to in Kimberley. So yeah, it was something to om aan te pas mee, maar ek dink die man het dit deurgedruk.
Ja. En nou 'n lang pad terug. En hoe voel jy vir dit?
Ja, nee, ek weet ons boude gaan maar seer wees terug. Dit is 'n lang pad. Ai, so ja.
Alright, nee, start met my eyster en geniet die pad terug, hoor. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that was the losing captain, and as you can see, he's really not feeling too good about that, but definitely well done to him and his team. And we have the winning captain here, and he is going to join us. Mr. Sharp, how are you doing, sir?
I'm good, yeah.
Great to have you here, and go through us. How did you feel with this game, especially knowing that you went into halftime and you were losing? How did you manage to get yourselves back into this game, and what was the speech that came through at halftime from the coaches?
We just brought it together, second half we brought the pods more in instead of free flow rugby. We were playing their rugby in the first half, but second half we played our rugby structure, and what coaches told us, guys, we subbed you in half-time of the first, so we can give the guys a break, and then brought them back half-time, knowing what to do, and we got the game done.
Well, it was definitely a great win. So, as you know now, it is a province versus province. So, how are you feeling about that? Surely you guys know the boys that you're going to be playing against really well. So, how do you feel about the game going into that one?
We know the boys, but it's always a tough one in practice. We're playing each other, but it's always a close one. We know we're going to grind that game out. One of us is going to bleed or what, but we're going to go for it.
All right, well, sir, enjoy this victory. Go and enjoy it. And I just want to find out, what are you guys going to be doing? Are you going to jump in the pool? Are you going to have a nice little chocolate? What's going on?
We're going to jump in the pool after this, and then the boys are just going to carry it together and what,
All right, no, sir, listen, thank you very much, and enjoy, eh? All right. And then, ladies and gentlemen, we have our man of the match, Mr. Joshua Fritz. How are you, sir?
I'm good, how you doing?
Great to have seen you. Listen, they call you guys the bomb squad, and definitely when you came on, well, you showed us a little bit of something. How do you feel about your performance?
I think I played quite well. I was hoping to do a bit more on the pitch, but it was a hot day today. It was a hot day today, and I think we did well. We pushed to the end, which was all you can ask for, really.
All right. And what motivated you in terms of, the game when you came on? Because you came in like a house on fire, and you even managed to score a try yourself.
I was just hoping that, it's our last game here. Last game was in academy with all the boys together, so I just thought, go out with everything you got.
All right. Well, sir, here's a little something here from Mr. Monty Dumont.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
All right. And what are you going to be doing after today? You going to enjoy yourself a little bit?
Yeah, go to the pool, maybe have a burger or something, get a cheap meal in, and enjoy the evening, and see what happens after.
All right, sir. Thank you very much, and congrats on your win once again.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Coach.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to bring back my fellow commentator, my colorful commentator, and Mr. Hershey.
Wow, what a significant tour. The significance tour was throughout this week. It's been fantastic. I mean, all the boys traveled, and the rugby's been really well, really good on both ends of the north and the south. And we're gonna actually see a north-south final because PRI has topped that group up north. So the Pumas play province.
Yes. My apologies for that.
It's gonna be interesting, and you guys are unfortunately not gonna be in the final, mate.
Yeah, it was a bit tough commentating. No, with that last try that went in, it was tough commentating because with that last try, I knew it was a bonus point. I knew we were out. So I still had to carry on and get the job done. But very disappointed in that. But you know what? Happy to see these teams, come out and play like this. You know, the boys really did well, and I'm not just talking about my boys. I'm talking about, you know, the GRI boys, and talking about the province boys. It's really been spectacular, you know, coming all the way from the Free State to come here and play some action-packed rugby. You know, it is absolutely amazing. And you ask yourself, if there are so many quality boys like this, you know, definitely the future of South African rugby is in good hands.
And just from your point of view as a coach, working with these players, how do you feel?
Yeah, you know, it's always, it can be a bit of a challenge, you know, so that's where, you know, you got to learn how, you know, player management, and you got to have the right people skills, you know, to work with players. It's different emotions, it's different personalities, you know, there's a lot of stuff that go on in the background, so it's not only just the rugby factor. You know, you got to go and you got to speak to the players, you got to find out what is actually going on with them. So you try, and I think it's every coach's, it should be every coach's philosophy, if it's not already, is that you got to know how to look beyond the player. You got to, you know, I always tell my players that the one thing, when on the field, I address the player. Off the field, I address the human being. So anything that is said on the field should not be affecting you outside the field. Okay. But sometimes that's easier said than done, because, you know, a scrum half who has a few bad passes and you substitute him and you put someone else, that's going to affect him outside the field. But those are things that when we are on the field, you can ask, what can I do to get better? So, you know, for me, it's all about how do you work with the players, and then how do you work with the player outside the field, which is very important. Yeah,
it's so important. That's why for us here at all the institutions, we strive on that person or that human being before the player first. And if you would like to be a part of us, all you got to do is go to www.uxisport.co.za, and of course you can check us out on all our social media platforms. That's at uxi.sport, and of course right here at Club Rugby Live, you can check them out. That's at Club Rugby Live on all social media platforms. And of course, don't forget to hit that like, share and subscribe button. Help us get to 20,000 over there. T-Man, it's been an absolute pleasure hosting you guys here in beautiful sunny Cape Town. We hope to come to Bloemfontein next year, hopefully when it's not hot, because then we might just lose over there. When you know, every coach and every team wants to win, but you know, today provinces showed the immense power and strength in numbers.
Definitely great dominance. But if you guys do come down next year, it will be a pleasure to host you guys. But thank you so much once again to you, the crew, Han, and everyone, Ruan, Griquas. You know, thank you so much for hosting us and actually providing this showcase. I mean, I got you. I think this is one of the best run, you know, sort of production crew, giving the insights, you know, hearing what the ref is saying and all of that. So it's been great. Thank you so much. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, we want to take this opportunity to not only thank Club Rugby Live and of course everybody at UXi Sport, but from WPRA, thank you so much to the Cheetahs and the Griquas for coming down to Cape Town. It's been a grueling traveling week for them, 16 hours on the bus, but it makes it all worth it if you can play some good rugby and of course share some good memories. So from me and T and the rest of the crew, it's bye-bye until next year.